Chosen one, what I'm about to tell you will shake you to your core, but it's the truth that's been waiting for you. If you're watching this right now, know that it's no accident. God has led you here because something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. You've been working, struggling, striving, but God says, no more jobs. Yes, you heard me correctly. No more exhausting yourself in jobs that keep you stuck. No more begging for work or maintaining finances that drain you. It's God's duty now to provide for you. It's time to step back and relax because the flow of money is coming your way like water, effortlessly. The things you've prayed for, hoped for, and longed for are no longer distant dreams. They are already moving into your reality. This isn't just a shift in your mindset, it's a powerful spiritual transformation. As a chosen one, you're about to see everything fall into place so quickly you won't believe your eyes. But here's the key. You need to understand how this works so you can fully align with this divine flow. So before we get into this life-changing message, I need you to do 3 things. Pause this video, hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 60,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 99. This number will amplify the energy of the message and send a powerful signal to the universe. Remember, if you're truly a chosen one, you'll watch this video all the way through because deep down, your spirit already knows that this is meant for you. If you're not ready to receive this truth, you might not make it to the end. But for those who do, your life will never be the same. Now let's get into it. The journey you've been on, tirelessly searching for the right job, feeling like you're chasing after opportunities that never quite come, is coming to an end. God is telling you now, stop. No more scrambling. You've been working so hard, but there's a moment when God wants you to pause and realize something incredible. He's about to take over. The pursuit of ordinary jobs, the endless effort to make ends meet, the stress of not knowing if you'll ever break free, those struggles are over. Relax. Take a deep breath. Trust that everything you've worked for has led you to this turning point. And now, God's power is going to open doors you couldn't even imagine. You see, God's provision for you isn't limited to a paycheck that comes from a 9-to-5. It's an abundant, overflowing supply that will flow into your life like a rushing river. You've been seeking stability, security, and success. And now, it's time to stop looking for it in places that only leave you tired and feeling undervalued. You're about to experience the kind of wealth and success that only God's love can provide. A wealth that transcends ordinary means and reaches into the realms of the extraordinary. As God says, no more jobs. He's inviting you into a new phase of rest. Rest in His provision. Rest in His promises. It's no longer about struggling for crumbs. It's about stepping into the fullness of His abundance. Your future is not determined by what you do for a living, but by what God is about to do in your life. Get ready to receive more than you ever thought possible. How many nights have you spent wondering if your hard work would ever pay off? How many days have passed, filled with emails, applications, and interviews that didn't lead anywhere? God sees every moment of your struggle. He understands your frustration, your fatigue, and your questions about whether you're truly chosen or if this cycle of hardship will ever end. But here's the truth. God is watching, and He is ready to move on your behalf. In this moment, God wants you to know that you've been seen. All your efforts, all your prayers, all those sleepless nights, wondering if you'd ever be enough. God sees you. And because He sees you, He's about to do something extraordinary. No more begging. No more pleading for opportunities that seem to slip through your fingers. The doors that have been closed to you are now about to swing wide open. God's hand is about to direct your steps toward the opportunities that are meant for you. This is not the end of your struggle. It's the beginning of your breakthrough. God knows your heart and He knows your needs. He knows you've done everything you can on your own, and now He's stepping in. It's time to trust in His divine timing. The answers you've been waiting for are already on their way, and soon you'll look back and realize that the hard season was only preparing you for the abundance that's about to pour into your life. Have you ever wondered, am I really chosen for greatness? It's easy to question your worth when life doesn't seem to match the dreams you have. But let me remind you, you are chosen. You are not here by accident, and you are not destined to live in poverty, struggle, or obscurity. God has set you apart for something extraordinary, and His provision is now on its way to transform your life. When God chooses you, it means He has a plan for you that goes beyond what you can see right now. It means He's aligning every circumstance in your life for your ultimate good. And no matter how impossible things may seem, His divine provision will always come through. Don't look at the riches of others and feel disheartened. Look at it as a sign that what's meant for you is on its way. You are chosen for wealth, success, and a life that reflects God's glory in every way. And when God's provision comes, it's not just about financial gain. It's about peace. It's about security. It's about knowing that you are deeply loved and cared for. The moment you fully accept that you are chosen, everything shifts. No more uncertainty, no more doubt. You are about to step into a season of divine abundance, and you are worthy of every blessing that's coming your way. For too long, you've settled for jobs that don't align with your true potential, jobs that drain your spirit instead of fueling your passions. You've been working under those who don't see your worth, doing tasks that don't bring you fulfillment. But now, God is calling you to elevate. He's saying, it's time to stop settling for the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. You were never meant to just scrape by. You were meant to thrive, to flourish, to live a life that reflects the glory of God in every area, including your career. The days of working for the bare minimum are over. The days of feeling stuck and undervalued are behind you. You are being called to a higher purpose, a purpose that aligns with the dreams and aspirations God has placed in your heart. Don't be afraid to let go of the ordinary. Embrace the extraordinary that God has prepared for you. The time to elevate has arrived. And as you let go of those limiting jobs, you'll find that God has already been preparing something better, something far more fulfilling and rewarding. Trust that He's leading you to greater opportunities and that your destiny is filled with success beyond your wildest dreams. It's your time to rise. It's easy to look at others and feel like they've been handed everything on a silver platter. Their success, their wealth, their happiness. It can seem like it all came so easily to them. But God wants you to understand this. What you're seeing is the result of a test they passed. And now, it's your turn. Each chosen one goes through a process of refinement. It's through struggle, through perseverance, through holding on to faith, even when things seem impossible, that you are prepared for the blessings that God is about to pour into your life. It may feel like you've been waiting longer than others, or that you've had to work harder, but every moment of waiting has been part of your spiritual growth. You've been equipped for greatness. The struggle was never meant to break you, it was meant to prepare you. When you see others living the life you dream of, Don't resent them. Instead, be inspired. Their wealth and success are signs of what's coming for you. They've passed the test, and now it's your turn to experience the same kind of blessings. Your time is coming, and it will be beyond what you could ever have imagined. God is the owner of all wealth, all riches, and all prosperity in this universe. And because He is your Father, He takes it as His divine duty to provide for you. Your provision does not depend on your effort alone, but on God's grace and His ability to make a way where there seems to be no way. God has already promised that He will never leave you nor forsake you. He's made it clear that if you seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, all these things will be added to you. This means that wealth, success, and every good thing are already part of His promise for your life. You are not alone in this journey. God's provision is not just a hope, it's a guarantee. So when you start to doubt, when the pressures of life begin to weigh on you, remember that God has a divine duty to ensure that you are provided for. Your needs are already taken care of in His divine plan. Trust in His promises and watch as He fulfills them in ways that will exceed your expectations. There comes a moment in every chosen one's life when everything changes. The wait is over, the struggle ends, and wealth begins to flow effortlessly into your life. This is your moment. You've endured, you've persisted, and now it's time to step into the abundance that God has been preparing for you all along. Imagine wealth flowing to you like a river, unending, unstoppable, and beyond your control. This is the kind of blessing God has in store for you. It's not something you'll have to chase anymore. It's not something you'll have to work tirelessly for. It's already on its way, and it will come to you as naturally as water flows from the source to the sea. You've been faithful. You've been diligent. Now, it's time to receive. Get ready, because your time has arrived. Wealth is about to pour into your life in ways that you never thought possible. You won't have to beg, struggle, or hustle anymore. You will simply receive because it is your birthright as a child of God. The exhaustion you've felt, the relentless grind of working hard and never quite seeing the fruits of your labor, is finally coming to an end. The nights when you questioned whether all your effort was in vain, the days when you felt defeated, those moments are part of the process that has brought you to the threshold of something incredible. God's provision is here, and it will shift everything. Abundance is not just about having more money or material things. It's about peace, rest, and a deep sense of security, knowing that you are cared for and provided for. God sees every tear, every moment of uncertainty, and He is stepping in now to bring you what you've been waiting for. You don't have to wear yourself out anymore, trying to make ends meet. The time of struggle is over, and it's being replaced by divine abundance that will sustain you in ways you never thought possible. Trusting in God's provision means letting go of the need to control every detail. It means surrendering your worries to Him and believing that His plans are far greater than anything you could have imagined. The exhaustion you once felt is now turning into joy because you are stepping into a season of abundance. Trust the process and watch as God begins to open doors, pour out blessings, and lead you into the life you've been waiting for. God's love is transformative. It doesn't just heal your heart, it opens doors, it shifts circumstances, and it empowers you to become something more than you ever dreamed possible. You may have spent years trying to figure out how to break free from financial struggles, but God's love has a power that goes beyond anything you could accomplish on your own. Imagine a life where you don't have to worry about your next paycheck, where you don't have to feel the weight of financial anxiety hanging over you. That is the life God has promised you, a life of abundance. When God's love enters your life, it doesn't just change your emotional state, it transforms your material reality as well. His love will open doors, elevate your position, and make you wealthier than you ever thought was possible. It's time to rise above the limitations you've placed on yourself. No more thinking small. No more believing that wealth and success are for others but not for you. God's love is elevating you to a place of true abundance, where what you once thought was impossible becomes your new reality. Get ready to experience wealth in every area of your life, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. It's time for your elevation. God is the creator of everything. The wealth of the universe belongs to Him, and He has made you an heir to that wealth. This is not just a spiritual metaphor. This is a profound truth. The power that created the stars and called forth oceans and mountains is now at work to provide for you, His chosen child. You have been given access to the boundless resources of the Almighty. You might have heard stories of how God has moved mountains for people in the past. Well, that same power is available to you today. The wealth of the universe is yours by divine right, and it's time for you to claim it. This isn't about just financial gain. It's about accessing the spiritual, emotional, and physical prosperity that comes with God's abundant love. It's time to shake off every limitation and embrace the fullness of what God has prepared for you. As you stand in the power of God, the universe itself begins to align with your purpose. You are no longer bound by the rules of this world. The riches of the earth are now at your disposal, and every blessing is designed to help you fulfill your divine calling. Get ready for the universe to open up, and for the wealth that has always been your birthright to flow freely into your life. You've been criticized, judged, and doubted by those who didn't understand your journey. But hear this: God sees every whisper, every sneer, and every moment of ridicule. And He is about to shut the mouths of your detractors, the ones who mocked you, the ones who questioned your worth. They will be silenced by the overwhelming power of God's favor in your life. God's love is so powerful that it not only provides for you, but also vindicates you. When you step into the abundance that's coming your way, those who once doubted you will have no choice but to watch in awe as God's favor rests upon you. No longer will you be looked down upon. No longer will your struggles be minimized. God is about to show the world what happens when you trust in Him. This isn't just about shutting people up. It's about proving that God's hand is upon you. It's about demonstrating to the world that when you stay faithful, when you trust God's timing, He will turn your situation around in a way that leaves no room for doubt. The mouths of your detractors will be silenced, and your prosperity will speak louder than any criticism ever could. Have you ever felt envious or discouraged when you saw others succeeding while you were still waiting for your breakthrough? It's easy to feel like you've been left behind when others seem to get ahead effortlessly. But God wants you to know that when others prosper, it's a sign that your time is coming. Their success is not a barrier to your own. It's a confirmation that the same blessings are about to flow into your life. The world's way of measuring success can sometimes make you feel like you're not enough, but God's timing is always perfect. Just because someone else is reaping the rewards now doesn't mean your turn isn't coming. In fact, their prosperity is a testimony to what God is about to do in your life. What they've experienced, you will too, and in greater measure. When it's your time, it won't be just a little bit of success. It will be an overflow. When you see others thriving, take it as a sign that God is preparing you for a greater outpouring of blessings. It's time to celebrate their success, because soon you will be celebrating yours as well. The jobs you've been holding on to that drain your energy, your time, and your spirit, let them go. These jobs are keeping you stuck in a cycle of limitation, and God is calling you to step out of it. There's no need to cling to what's keeping you small when God has so much more in store for you. It's time to step into a new realm of divine wealth, a wealth that comes not from working harder, but from trusting God to provide. God is not calling you to live in poverty or scarcity. He is calling you to a life of abundance, where your needs are met without struggle, and your desires are fulfilled according to His will. Let go of the jobs that keep you tethered to a life of mediocrity and start trusting that God will lead you to something greater. When you step into divine wealth, you'll realize that you don't have to work endlessly to achieve success. Instead, you will flow with God's abundance, and your wealth will come from places you never expected. The key is to trust that God's plans for you are better than anything you could achieve on your own. As you step into the abundance that God is preparing for you, know this: you are not alone. God has assigned angels to guard and guide your wealth. These angels are not only protecting your financial blessings, but are also ensuring that your prosperity continues to grow. You have heavenly protection around you, keeping you safe from anything that could threaten your newfound wealth. God's provision is not just a one-time gift, it's a long-term plan. His angels will be with you every step of the way, ensuring that you remain secure and prosperous. They will guide your decisions, protect your assets, and ensure that you remain on the path of divine abundance. There's no need to fear losing what God has given you. His angels are here to make sure that your prosperity is maintained. This is not just about financial security, it's about peace of mind, knowing that God's hand is on every aspect of your life. With His angels guarding your wealth, you can rest assured that the abundance coming your way is safe, secure, and set to grow. Living in God's abundance means living in His love, living in His provision, and living in the freedom that comes from knowing He is your source. As you step into this new season of your life, remember that everything you need is already provided for you. God's love has opened the floodgates of heaven, and you are now living in the overflow. This is a life where you don't have to worry, where you don't have to strive. The power of God's provision is more than enough to meet all your needs and desires. Trust in Him fully, and watch as your life becomes a testament to the power of divine love and provision. As you embrace this abundance, know that it's not just about wealth, it's about living a life full of peace, joy, and purpose. God's love is your greatest treasure, and everything else flows from that. Embrace it fully and watch as your life transforms in ways that only divine abundance can provide. God's love is the most powerful force in the universe, and it's this love that is about to change your life. He is the creator of everything. He owns all the gold, diamonds, wealth, and resources of this earth. The riches of the universe are His, and He has chosen you to share in them. There is no greater love than the love of God. Weight of struggle, the constant striving to make ends meet. But God is telling you that this season of hardship is over. The abundance that comes from His love is now yours. His love is not just a feeling. It's a tangible force that brings prosperity, joy, and peace into your life. Just as God created everything with His hands, He is now creating a life of wealth and prosperity for you. The wealth you've seen in others, the success that seems so far out of reach, will soon be yours. God is stepping in to provide for you in ways that you cannot even begin to imagine. The luxury that once seemed unattainable is now being drawn to you. You will live a life where money flows to you effortlessly, and you will spend it with ease, knowing that it's God's love making it all possible. This is not just about material wealth. It's about being in harmony with the Creator of all things. God's love for you will manifest as abundance, peace, and success, and you will experience a life that is rich in every sense of the word. You are no longer bound by limitations. God is lifting you into a new realm of prosperity and abundance, and His love will sustain you through every step of the journey. God, the Creator of all things, has ultimate authority over the wealth of the universe. He owns everything, the gold, the diamonds, the very earth beneath your feet, and He is now pouring that abundance into your life. You may have wondered why others seem to prosper effortlessly while you've struggled, but God's timing is perfect, and this is your season to shine. When God decides to bless you, there are no limits to what can happen. The wealth that once seemed out of reach will now come to you with ease. Whether it's financial security, success in your career, or prosperity in your relationships, God's love is opening doors that you've prayed for. The universe is aligning itself to your favor, and every blessing is designed to lead you to greater abundance. God's power is unmatched, and it's through His love that He provides. You are not just receiving a small blessing, but a life-changing, transformative experience. The wealth that has been waiting for you is now being drawn to you, as if the universe itself is conspiring to ensure your success. You will no longer be left behind. This is your time to step into the life you were always meant to have. As you embrace this abundance, know that God's love will sustain you. It will keep you grounded in humility, gratitude, and purpose. You are being positioned to experience a life of extraordinary wealth, both materially and spiritually. Trust in God's power to provide and watch as the riches of the universe flow into your life. For so long, you felt like you were stuck in a cycle of struggle, working hard, striving to make ends meet, and never quite reaching the level of success you dreamed of. But God's love is about to transform your life. The days of barely getting by are over. He is stepping in to provide for you in ways you never imagined possible. God's love is a powerful force that knows no limits. It is through His love that you will experience the true meaning of prosperity. This is not just about financial gain. It's about a life filled with peace, joy, and fulfillment. God is lifting you out of the cycle of lack and into a season of abundance. Your prosperity will be evident in every area of your life, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. When God's love comes into your life, it doesn't just improve things slightly, it completely transforms your situation. Your finances will flourish, your career will rise, and your relationships will prosper. You will experience a level of wealth and success that will make those who doubted you stand in awe of God's power. This is not the end of your struggle. It is the beginning of a life of unshakable abundance. The transformation you are about to experience will be nothing short of miraculous. God's love will work in you, through you, and for you, turning every area of your life into a testimony of His goodness. Get ready for a new season of wealth, joy, and success that will leave you speechless. There have been people who doubted you, criticized you, and questioned your worth. They have looked at your struggles and thought you would never rise above them. But God's love is about to shut their mouths. The wealth and success He is about to pour into your life will silence every critic, and they will have no choice but to watch as you flourish. Those who once looked down on you will soon see that you are chosen and you are favored by God. His love has elevated you, and His blessings will speak for themselves. No longer will your worth be measured by the opinions of others. The wealth God is bringing into your life will be undeniable, and it will prove that you were always meant for greatness. God is not just providing for you in material ways. He is proving His love for you by vindicating you. He is about to shut the mouths of those who have tried to tear you down. As you step into a new season of prosperity, your critics will be left with nothing to say. They will see the hand of God on your life, and they will know that you are His chosen child. This is the season where you will no longer be defined by your struggles or the opinions of others. You will be defined by the love of God and the abundance He has brought into your life. Watch as the mouths of those who doubted you are silenced, and as you rise to the top in a way that will leave them in awe. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to experience sudden wealth? One moment they're struggling, and the next they're living a life of luxury. What you might not realize is that God's love has the power to make the impossible possible. He is the source of all wealth, and when He decides to bless you, things can change in an instant. This isn't about luck, it's about divine timing. When God chooses to elevate you, He does it in ways that cannot be explained by ordinary circumstances. What seemed like a distant dream will suddenly become your reality. The sudden wealth that you've been waiting for is about to manifest, and it will come from places you never expected. God's love doesn't just provide in small increments. It brings abundant, overflowing blessings that will change your life. The wealth that others have experienced in gradual steps will come to you all at once, as God opens the floodgates of heaven and pours out blessings on you. Your life will be forever transformed by the sudden and miraculous ways God will provide. Get ready to experience a financial breakthrough that will leave you amazed. The impossible is becoming possible for you. God's love is making it happen, and you are stepping into a season of wealth and success that will make you wonder how you ever lived without it. There's one key to unlocking infinite prosperity, and that key is God's love. His love is not just a feeling, it's a power that unlocks doors, transforms situations, and brings wealth beyond measure. When you understand the depth of God's love for you, you realize that nothing is impossible. The prosperity you've been seeking is already within your grasp, and it is God's love that will bring it to you. God's love is the foundation of everything good in your life. It's what has kept you going when you wanted to give up. It's what will now propel you into a season of unimaginable prosperity. When you align yourself with God's love, you open yourself up to a flow of blessings that are beyond what you can ask or imagine. The wealth of the universe is being released into your life because of His love for you. You've already passed the test. You've endured, you've waited, and now you are being elevated. God is unlocking doors for you that no one can close. The wealth you've been praying for is already on its way, and it will come in ways that you never expected. Trust in God's love and watch as your life is filled with abundance, joy, and success. The prosperity that's coming your way isn't just a temporary fix, it's an eternal flow of abundance that will sustain you throughout your life. God's love is the key that will unlock the door to all the wealth, success, and peace you've been seeking. Embrace it and step into the abundance that is yours by divine right. The path to unstoppable wealth begins with embracing God's love. It's through His love that you are equipped to handle the wealth that's coming your way. God doesn't just want to bless you. He wants to give you wealth that is sustainable and life-changing. His love is the foundation that will allow you to grow and manage the abundance that will soon flood into your life. When you truly embrace God's love, you open yourself to the full potential of His provision. You stop relying on your own strength and begin to trust in His power to provide. This shift will take you from struggling to thriving. You will no longer worry about where your next meal will come from or how you'll pay your bills. God's love will provide everything you need and more. Unstoppable wealth isn't just about money. It's about peace, joy, and security in every area of your life. As you embrace God's love, you will find yourself stepping into a season of abundance that doesn't just change your bank account, it changes everything. The wealth you receive will be used for good, and it will bring you closer to God's purpose for your life. Get ready for a life where money flows easily, success comes effortlessly, and you experience God's love in ways you've never known before. This is the path to unstoppable wealth, and it's one that begins with trusting in God's love and provision. Even when you don't see it, God's hand is at work in your life. His unseen hand is guiding you to the wealth and success you've always dreamed of. He is positioning you in ways you cannot yet understand, aligning circumstances and people to bring you into the place of prosperity that is yours by divine right.